Tshego, hello to you. A much calmer newsroom where you are now, as opposed to the supporters of the Bushiri family that we have seen. We know bail has been granted, but I'd like you to take us back today when you were outside the court and we had heard from those the supporters who were protesting, is what I'm trying to say, against the treatment of their prophet.
Good afternoon, Gareth. Yes, it is much more calmer in the newsroom than when it was in the Pretoria street or Visagie street. But yeah, the supporters really just coming all out for Prophet Shepherd Bushiri and his wife. As you mentioned, they have been granted 100,000 rand bail each. But they're really going on about how they love the prophet, how they support the prophet, and how they're just going to be standing by him, saying that he is innocent until proven guilty. But they are adamant that he is not guilty at all, and they will continue to support him with every court case and with everything that he does in the country.
Tshego, those who follow you on social media, by the way, if you're watching at home and you're not following Tshego on social media, go and find her. She's very, very good at updating while she's in the field. And the one video that you have, Tshego, is of Bushiri himself. It looks like Bushiri to me standing in a police inyala addressing the crowd. That just shows how big the crowd was. What did he have to tell his supporters?
Absolutely, it actually was it was Prophet Shepherd Bushiri rather. He really just had to get out of the Nyala, because when I spoke to one of the military police, he explained to me that Bushiri would not actually be moved from the courthouse through to his residence because of the situation that he is with the police, and he hasn't really paid his bail at the moment. So that is why he was then moved with the police in Nyala, and he did address the crowd, a massive crowd at that today. It was absolutely huge. It was much bigger than what it was on Monday, and he just really spoke about how he will be addressing them at church. So he did say that I think tonight or Friday there'll be a service tonight at church, and he'll be addressing them, and he did thank them for their support and did wish them well and asked that God blesses them. So that was the main message from Prophet Shepherd Bushiri this afternoon, or this morning rather, when he was released together with his wife Mary.
When you were speaking to a number of the supporters, and again I go back to your Twitter account where you've taken photos of people holding placards, and I want to read one of those, and you can help me understand the tone of the supporters. They're saying no to oppression against black pastors and prophets. This was almost echoed, wasn't it, by the leader of the BLF. It's almost a racial issue, it seems.
Absolutely, Gareth, and that is really quite interesting for me, because they're really saying that this is a conspiracy theory against Prophet Shepherd Bushiri. They are saying that if he wasn't a foreigner, and if he was from South Africa, that then this would not actually be happening against him. They're saying that if the Hawks really had a case against him, they wouldn't have needed to release him today. And it just keeps going back and forth about the issue of him actually being a foreigner and him being a black foreigner within South Africa. But they really are adamant that because of his nationality, that is why he's being targeted. They're also adamant that because of the miracles that they say he has performed, that is why he's also being targeted. And on Monday, one of the supporters actually said to me that the CRL Commission had no right to actually ask the prophet why did his church grow at such a rapid pace, because it did go from about 500 members to now the thousands that we are seeing on every Sunday or every event that the church actually has. So that is something that the supporters really are going on about, the issue of him being black, him being foreign, and from being from Malawi, saying that he is being targeted because of those two reasons.
For viewers who may not have heard it earlier in the day, when we had heard that his advocate, that being Barry Rue, yes, the very same Barry Rue from the Oscar Pistorius trial, he's now representing Bushiri. When are we going to see Bushiri and his what seems to be top-notch legal team back in court?
Well, Gareth, the case has been postponed to the 10th of May for investigations. The NPA confirming this, that the 10th of May will be back in court with the Bushiri couple. And the main thing as well is that with their bail hearing, or their bail application rather, and them being granted bail, their conditions is that they cannot travel out of Gauteng and the Northwest. We do know that in the Northwest, in Rustenburg, he's got a hotel there, SB Hotel, but it is the Silver Lakes Hotel. So he's got that, Sparkling Waters rather, my apologies, Sparkling Waters Hotel. He's got that hotel in the northwest in Rustenburg. So they are bound between the two provinces of Gauteng and Rustenburg. And if they want to travel, because we do know that they are from Malawi, if they want to travel to Malawi, then they would need to apply and speak to the investigating officer, and then they will get their passports back. At the moment, their passports are with the state. They will then get their passports back, but on return, they have to give those passports back to the state. So that is the main thing at this point in time. The state really holding on to those passports, ensuring that the Bushiri couple is not out of Gauteng and out of the northwest at all, and reappearing on the 10th of May.
All right, we'll be following that when it comes up later in the year. Tshego Hachimahaki, thank you very much.